Hello my friends, Ahsoka the Geek here, and for this review, we are going to take a look at the McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, The Dark Knight Returns, Batman assortment. I was trying to be that dramatic with the hands. But there you go, there are the figures. So in this wave you get Superman, Robin, the Joker, and Batman, and combine them all to build the horse you see in the background there. So I have the horse on his hind legs because someone asked me that on my Instagram a week ago, like, hey, does it stand on his hind legs? And I was like, no, I wasn't able to. But lo and behold, I was actually able to get it to stand on its hind legs today when I was trying to prep for this review. I do prep for this review, guys. I don't just, blabber on like it sounds like I do. But anyways, so there's the horse on his hind legs. Yeah, you got to use the tail to balance it. But it does work. I could probably move the front legs a little bit to make it look a little bit more dramatic. But I mean, more or less, you can achieve the effect. Anyways, we will get into the horse in a few minutes. Let's take a look at the other figures first. So these figures are all available now. They're hitting mainly, I think, Walmart and Amazon. I've seen all of these at Walmart as of even yesterday. So yeah, they are definitely all available now. So if you are interested in them, please go get them. But yeah, let's take a little closer look here. So let's start off with the Joker. So here is the Joker. And I think this is a pretty good representation of the Dark Knight Returns Joker. The suit is accurate. They got like the buffiness of him from that comic book. The head sculpt, if I can get it in closer, is very accurate. He's kind of squinting a little bit. The hair color looks good. I mean, this definitely looks like the Joker from the Dark Knight Returns. They did a great job there. The knife's a little flimsy. It's got the flimsiness thing going on with it, but I don't really care since I'm not buying this for the little dagger. It's definitely the Joker itself, and I love how the tie is in motion. That's kind of cool. I really like that. As far as articulation goes, you get your typical McFarlane articulation, the ball joints. The arms move really well. The head doesn't move up very well, though. That is one thing I noticed on this guy. You can't really move the head up. But other than that, I think you can make some really fun poses with this Joker. No thigh cut on this guy. There is a thigh cut on Batman, which I will show you in a minute. But yeah, no thigh cut on the Joker. So there he is. Let's put him back to the side there. See if he can stand up. You got to get the balance just right on him for him to stand, but there he is. All right, next up we have Miss Carrie Kelly. So I am a big Robin fan, so anytime we get a Robin figure, I am super excited. So there is Carrie Kelly as Robin. I love the size of this figure. She looks great next to the other figures and all of the McFarlane figures. She's not too small. Like, I recently got the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Batman and Robin featuring Carrie Kelly, and she's very small. It's probably accurate to the comic book, but she's almost very pixie-ish in the comic book. But this one, I love the size of her. I love the motion of the cape. It looks amazing. I love the slingshot it comes with. The head sculpt is on point. It looks like Carrie Kelly. Great range of motion with her head. See how you can stick it up like that? That's what I like to see in my figures, where you can look up so you can do fun little dramatic poses like this. So really nice figure. Articulation, again, typical McFarlane articulation, good range of motion. You can make some really fun Carrie Kelly poses with this figure. So yeah, really happy with how this Carrie Kelly turned out, and she looks great next to Damian Wayne on the shelf there, and hopefully we'll get some more Robins from McFarlane Toys down the road. I'm gonna lean her against the Joker. There you go. All right, next up we have the Man of Steel. We have Superman. So here he is. And I think he looks great. He looks like he's from The Dark Knight Returns. It's always interesting to me when they make a figure version of The Dark Knight Returns Superman, because he looks different even in the comic book. There's some angles where he looks, very different from other angles, the way Frank Miller drew him. So I think this is a good sort of amalgamation of all the different looks of, Superman from The Dark Knight Returns. I think it represents him well. They got the heftiness down. The movability of the figure is great. The articulation, so you can definitely get him into some fun poses. You can make a nice flying pose, a nice like coming at you pose when he's fighting Batman. The head moves great, so really nice figure. The belt loops were not painted, which is always a bummer. But I've already seen a lot of people on YouTube, correcting that. So yeah, I wish they had painted the loops. I don't really mind it. I'm not a customizer in any way, so it's gonna remain unpainted on my one. But I still really love this figure, so let's put him aside. All right, now for the main event. Here's Batman and his horse. So as you can see, he does come with an open hand to put this strap through, but it doesn't get through there very easily. I have to literally pry it open to put the loop through, so I didn't bother for this review, but you can definitely get it in there. The horse itself, let's take a look at the horse specifically. It's a pretty nice horse. I mean, I haven't looked to see how accurate it is to the comic book, but it looks pretty accurate. Some really nice stitching on the saddle. You got the bat symbol there. Honestly, I don't know if that's accurate from The Dark Knight Returns, but I love it. I love the bat saddle. That's freaking dope. So yeah, I think this horse is a little too big. I'm no equestrian expert. I don't know much about horses, but I think he is rather on the larger side. So that's just something. But as you saw earlier, he looks pretty cool on his hind legs, and it's a great horse. I mean, the nice thing is you can use this horse for really any 7-inch scale figure if you can get him to stand on it. He does take a little tricky to stand sometimes, though. I'm trying to get him to stand right there. There you go. So he looks great. It's a nice horse, and I'm glad they did this. I like when they do different type of build-a-figures other than just figures, so that was great. But here's the man himself. Here's the Dark Knight Returns Batman. So I love this figure. I think it definitely looks like he's from The Dark Knight Returns, but I think he has more of I think his name is Paul Pope. He's a comic book artist who's done like Batman Year 100. I feel like it's got more of a Paul Pope, if I'm saying his name right, look to it than a Frank Miller look. But either way, I dig this figure. I love the wrinkles on the costume, the heftiness, the aged, face that definitely looks Frank Miller-esque. So yeah, he looks phenomenal, and he looks great next to these other figures. Articulation, he actually has, look at that thigh swivel or thigh cut. I guess it's a thigh swivel. So yeah, there you go. You can make some really fun things with this figure. So I like that. I wish they did that more. So again, you can do some really cool poses. The neck moves up, not too much, but just enough to get some good action shots going. But yeah, definitely a really nice figure. So there he is. So let's go ahead and put him back next to all the other ones. So overall, really happy with this wave from McFarlane Toys. Obviously, they continue to focus on Batman because obviously Batman sells. I am fine with that because I am a huge Batman fan, and I love when they go to the well and go into the comic book world and get comic book specific figures from particular Batman storylines. Would love to see like some Year 1 Batman figures, and just keep doing them. They're great. So really happy with this wave, and there you go. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Dark Knight Returns wave from McFarlane Toys, and have a great day. Thank you.